Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you quickly how to create this hyper tunnel effect. Let's jump right into it. Open up Photoshop and write your text. I'm gonna start with a black background and my white text, and then I will basically start duplicating my text layer and going to filter, blur, radial blur. In the radial blur options, make sure zoom is selected and you're doing that at the best quality. So I'll then double click on the layer and deselect the green and red channels, duplicate that layer, and then just select the red channel. This way we get this sort of like purpley tone to it. And I'm basically going to stack the radial blurs effects one on top of the other. And just keep duplicating and changing the channels from red to blue. I'm then going to merge my effect layers together because otherwise my computer is gonna explode. And you can do that by selecting the layers you want to merge together and then pressing Command E. And then I'll basically just start doing that all over again. So duplicating the merged layer, adding more blur to it, duplicating it again, increasing its size, duplicating again, increasing its size even more till you get something that looks like this, which I feel is a really cool effect. I've used it a ton in my Instagram posts and my daily designs. And now I'm going to add a little bit of Gaussian blur to our main original text, and I'll make it black, and I'll make a couple of copies of that and group them together so that I have some neatness in my layers. I'm then going to go ahead and double click on the ray effect layers and try playing around with the color channels to get this really cool color combination. Once you're happy with everything, with how your artwork's looking, you can convert all your layers into a smart object. That way you can always access them if you want to change anything later on. And finally, what I like to do is add a camera raw filter. I usually play with the light settings. Just move the sliders left and right to see the main differences and then choose the perfect spot for me. I then usually go ahead with the color settings and maybe give it a tiny little bit more like of a warm tone. I don't want it to be too cold. And then in the effects, just remove some of the texture. We're gonna add a bunch of grain later on. Play around with the clarity, dehaze, and the vignette. And then I usually just go ahead and go into the color mixer. And here, the cool thing about it is that you can edit every color singularly. So you can play around with the hue, the saturation, and the luminance of every single color, which is really cool. So you can adjust every single color to your liking. I wanted there to be a little bit more blues, and I really obviously like everything to be very saturated, so I'm just gonna add more saturation for all the colors but the purples, so you get that cool light to dark effect. And there we have it. What I usually do at the end is add a grain adjustment layer. If you haven't seen it, this is in the newest Photoshop update. Update your Photoshop. The grain adjustment is really finally here. And then I add a curves adjustment and play around with the red, green, and blue curve. So here as well, you can usually I go with an S curve depending on the color, but here I'm adding a tiny bit more greens in the shadows, and then you can play around with the blues as well, and we go in with that tiny S curve, and that's it. How cool is it? I find it so nice. Anyways, that's it. It was pretty easy and straightforward. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Feel free to comment down below if you have any tutorial suggestions or requests for me. Also, hit that bell if you want to get notified whenever I upload. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye!